Okay, so now we're just looking at RTE and its role in the Troubles. So, what role did the media, RTE, play in political broadcasting? We talked about 7 days. And what role did it play in the Troubles and how attempts were made to solve the Troubles and attempts towards peace? So, the footage that was shown of the Derry civil rights demonstration, for example, Jack Lynch's speech in relation to the Republic's stance on the violence in the North were beamed all across the world. It painted the British army and British soldiers in a bad light. It portrayed the situation in Northern Ireland as a humanitarian crisis, which we of course know that that's what Charlie Haughey capitalised on during the arms trial. But it made the situation in Northern Ireland a global issue, and it made it possible for, I suppose, it forced the hand of political leaders in making attempts to solve the Troubles. Of course, we can't ignore the IRA and the IRA airwaves ban. It's actually quite hard to say. And the incident with Kevin O'Kelly and his interview with Sean McStephen, who's the leader of the Provisional IRA. This incident was a direct clash between the government and freedom of speech. How far is too far when it comes to freedom of speech? So there's lots of questions there. How can the government allow certain things to be said and not allow other things to be said in the interest of bias and impartiality and being fair and equal to all sides? Is it fair that the IRA airwaves ban was in place? So there's a lot of debate here around the government's role in censorship and freedom of speech, and who do we allow to have freedom of speech. So finally then, is RTE in tune with the times? So none of these developments could have happened in a vacuum. So there was already changes happening in society, both nationally and internationally. And by broadcasting about sexuality, scandals, debates, it showed people that their views were more common than they realized, that there were alternatives available, that there were alternative views, there was different lifestyles, people were living different lives. So it really opened people's eyes to that's Jasper barking, demanding attention. So this openness was new to Irish society, and it coincided with global changes, so the swinging 60s. Young people were employed by RTE as producers, researchers, and presenters, and they helped bridge the gap between generations. So it was an important time for a TV station to be broadcasting in Ireland. So those young people, they were staying in Ireland thanks to Lamass's first program of economic expansion, the developments in business and opportunity. People weren't emigrating, people were staying. They were helping to pull Ireland out of the doldrums of the past. So the first decade was the most turbulent of RTE's years. The 1960s was the most controversial, a time when there was the most change, but because of global and national issues and changes and social changes and developments, as opposed to it just being about RTE. And of course, you know, my favourite phrase, the lifting of the green curtain, so showing Ireland what was happening across the world and in different parts of Europe especially.